Hey guys, A12-20 here, and welcome back to some Spire. Today I'm going to be working on getting my Watcher up to A20 with the rest of my characters, because I've just been putting it off for quite a while. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. I'm going to be trying to overanalyze the runs a bit, give anyone watching this some reference to go off of when playing the game themselves, if they're still pretty new to the game or whatever. Quite a bit of time in the game at this point. So, because I've had my account reset a few times, like the profile I play on, because of different systems and whatnot. So, I've got a little bit more than the time this account would have. Let's see here. We've got. Apparently, I'm only on the two options here. Slime Boss Act. Shouldn't be too bad on Watcher, I think. I haven't played Watcher in a long time, to be honest. I haven't really watched any Watcher gameplay either. It's kind of just like my intuition when it comes down to it. So yeah, I'm looking at for pretty aggressive Act 1 here. Watcher has some pretty easy DPS tools, and it makes fighting elites a little bit easier here. I'm definitely looking at the path from where my cursor is right now straight up. We can hit a couple combats, 3 combats, and possibly a 4th if the question mark's a combat. Question mark could be money too, whatever. And then the shop can prepare us. We could take Burning Elite if we're feeling really comfortable, but it's more likely we're going to take the double campfire route with the elite in the middle. And yeah, I'm forced into an elite that way, but the only way not to take an elite's up right side, and there's not a lot going on over there. A couple of question marks, and then we're not fighting elites, and I don't think we're gaining the power we need here, so getting an early removal at that shop's fine too if we don't accrue enough money for much else. And then we're looking at a double or triple elite path if I want to take the second shop there, or if I want to go over the campfire. But it's also like, could go up right side and take those question marks if we're feeling not quite up to going to another shop. So yeah, I think we're just gonna start here off of probably just a max health start. It's better in the long run, but it's worse in short term. But I think Watcher is fine in Act 1 a lot of the time on Ascension 12 too, so not quite as bad as A20, which I'm used to playing on. The movesets will be a bit different and stuff than I remember too, so I'm gonna have to adapt to that here until we get back up to A17 to 19. So turn 1, they're doing 15. As I say, we just block entirely. Not a bad time to Miracle just to cut probably this guy's block off. We can just take him out next turn. He seems to be the higher damage of the two. The back enemies typically are the higher damage enemy in most fights, like the fight with the Slaver and the yeah, my mind's blanking. Give me 1 second. Let me just finish this fight here. Yeah, it's like multiple fights where the back enemy hits harder. Typically, like even if they're the same enemy. But I really like seeing an Empty Fist, Tantrum, and Tranquility here for one. These are okay cards. Tantrum is just going to let us get even more aggro. It shuffles itself back in, so we got to keep that in mind. We don't have a way out of Wrath right now, so it's basically just we're going to be tanking damage to play this. I think that's not quite what we need on floor 1 here. Empty Fist gives us a way out of Wrath. A combo with Vigilance to gain extra energy for basically a 4 energy turn, 9 damage, which is basically the same as what Tantrum's doing on its own. I think Empty Fist is definitely the choice here. Skipping is definitely not something we want to be doing there when we have a good damage card in front of us in Act 1. Taking damage is definitely going to be essential in dealing with Act 1 elites. Okay, we have a really nice turn set up here where we can just enter Wrath and double strike, and hopefully this turn we can just draw 2 of our 3 damage options and take him out. If not, Vigilance or Empty Fist on its own takes us out of Wrath and makes us not scary. So either way, I felt pretty good going into that turn still. Mental Fortress is a card I haven't really played with a lot. With Empty Fist and 2 stance cards, it's not terrible right now, I don't believe. Weave's okay, but we have no Scry, so it's not going to be doing much other than being a 0-cost attack, and drawing more valuable cards is going to be more essential right now. We have a little bit of energy manipulation through Calm, so Sash Whip applies weak when you play a combat last. Yeah, a combat. Oh, my brain. An attack. I was reading, and I said what I was reading instead of what I was trying to say. It's a little bit more damage comboed with our other attacks. It can save us a bit of HP as well. In Wrath, it'll be 16. That's a question. Did you guys say Wrath or Wrath? Because I've heard it both ways. I honestly just say Wrath, I'm pretty sure. Probably to do with pronunciations, other things I heard when I was younger, I guess. Strange. Anyway, let's get back to the game here. Let's grab the Sash Whip here, I think. Let's get a little bit more damage in cycle. Ooh, we do get gold here before the shop. And this isn't quite as... I think it's, what, 150 at the unfavorable events ascension. So, yeah, like 275. That's pretty good. Oh, my... Clockwork Incense. I don't know how good Sadistic is. We mainly have like these type of cards that apply status, like Crush Joints and stuff. Crush Joints is a way for us to apply a Vuln. How does Artifact interact with... Let's see, what is that going to come in handy for? Definitely comes in handy late game. Anytime we have like Speed Potion or Flex Potion, it makes that really good. I'm having a hard time seeing why I shouldn't buy a Clockwork Souvenir. Definitely getting rid of the curse. And that leaves us with 172 left over to spend here. We do have that later shop, so it is an option to just hold out here. It's going to make this elite fight a little bit harder, considering we haven't seen a potion yet. Potion might just be helpful enough here with some vulnerable. So yeah, we're going to save a little bit of money here, but yeah, definitely going for that potion here. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm most likely either going far left or to another elite, depending how good our luck holds out here. Looks like we're taking 7 this turn. Guaranteed. I guess I'm okay with that. Is Miracling Strike here worth it? It's less likely he's hitting a big number next turn and more likely he's buffing or low attack with block. So I can dish out more damage next turn and we have all block next turn. I'm just going to hold it for now. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a drawn out fight regardless. So yeah, let's just get our damage in, full block. I figured that's what he'd be doing. And then, yeah, another big attack rather than the buff turn. This is a pretty nice turn here. We can go Vigi into Empty Fist to get energy, Sash Whip to weaken him, and then I guess we might as well just play both of them. Okay. Jawworm defeated. Not much HP lost other than that one turn where we just didn't draw enough block. Not much we can do about that without any draw power. Distilled Chaos is a very nice find here. Definitely going to make this first elite fight a lot easier. Very happy to see that. Conclude is pretty nice AoE. 24 in Wrath. I'm not going to say that right for the whole stream, and it's gonna piss so many people off. Not really too interested in the collect. It takes a bit too long to set up. Maybe if we had Chemex or something instead of the souvenir, then it would be kind of crazy, but I think I'm just going to take this conclude. Some early AoE is definitely welcome here before this first elite fight. The question is, do we want this extra upgrade, or do we want to just get the burning elite out of the way now? Like, how do we do against, like, max HP Nob, 100 plus HP, right? He may not Vuln us turn 2 right away, though, so it might not be quite as bad. And we have Vuln ourselves, so we can amplify our damage to, like, let's say 13, 26, 12, so add... I'm gonna send it. I think we're good. Metallicized Nob, I mean, it's kind of like HP Nob at the end of the day, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. I'm definitely going to be fear potting here. I think we're going to go for a nice big turn 1 here as well. And, like, he's already just annihilated. Just the Watcher showing her DPS potential right there with any sort of Wrath. Or, not Wrath, oh my brain, Vuln. Okay, we've got an anchor for some turn 1 block. Definitely makes being aggressive turn 1 a little bit more viable, which I'm definitely happy to see. Fear No Evil is another way out of Wrath. I'm going to say Wrath for now. You know, I'm just going to look it up. You know, I'm just going to do that. Because now I need to know. Because I'm just going to not say it right the otherwise. I've known the word for how many years, but I've never actually, like, questioned whether I was saying it right or not until today. Okay, well, it says the American pronunciation is Wrath, and the British pronunciation is Roth. So, I live in Canada, so technically I'm a descendant of Britain, so I'd be saying it correctly if I said it Roth. Somehow my brain has always said it that way. Anyway, I don't even know, dude. I'm just gonna keep saying it in both ways at random intervals, just so I never say it in the same way again, you know? Because I can. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick up this Fear No Evil, I think. Flying Sleeve sets up some decent, like, burst turns by retaining itself. I definitely think it's an upgrade-heavy card, and I think I want a few other upgrades. Empty Fist is a really nice upgrade. I'd want Eruption being 1 cost is pretty solid. Sash Whip being 2 weeks, obviously pretty good. And Conclude being, I think, goes up to, like, what, 17? 16? Still, that's like 32 on all enemies. So that's hitting in, like, let's say a 3 enemy fight for almost 100 damage. Like, yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, we're gonna go Fear No Evil. It's another way out to save HP of Wrath Roth, you know? Okay. They're both buffing turn 1, so this actually could be a bit sketchy, but I'm pretty confident here with the Distilled Chaos in our back pocket and Conclude coming up. As long as we can get good damage on both of them, I think we'll be okay here. So yeah, let's just double up on this back guy a little bit more. They typically are the heavier hitting enemy. But yeah, these guys are all exactly the same because there's like multiple fungal rat fights. Fungal beast. Yeah, we didn't see Conclude here, which is pretty unfortunate. I could Distilled for it, but I'm honestly okay with what we can do here. I'm just gonna full block with our extra energy there. Take 2. Everything should be fine. Go with a strike conclude, and we'll wrap that one up. 2 damage, whatever. Another empty fist means we're gonna not be staying in stances very much if we pick it up, but it's another really nice damage option and a way to make sure we're not taking double damage at any point. Although I'm looking for maybe another way into it. And this is Vuln. I'm picking up Indig. Don't gotta think too much on that one. Probably should have done a little bit more thinking, but that's kind of a snap pick in my brain. That's kind of what I was looking for. It's another way in now that we have a few ways out, and I play so many different games with costs to cards that I always want to say different things, but 1 energy Wrath card with a 1 energy Calm card is really nice for an energy loop. If we can somehow get our deck small enough, it's kind of an infinite we could go into at this point, but it would require some form of colorless or other colored cards, probably to exhaust our cards, or something along that line, unless we just get mass removals from like question marks and stuff, but I don't see that happening with this run so far, being up to 16. Usually want to start just removing and not picking up many cards except those, along with like Rushdown, I think it is. But yeah, I've done that before. It's pretty fun. This goes up to 5, so it's not really doing a lot. It goes up by 3. Conclude's definitely a big one. Sash Whip's damage and weak. Fist is always just huge. 28. When you're in Roth. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go with conclude. All enemies, +4. Basically, any multi-enemy fight, it's at least a +8 upgrade, so. Small chest, whatever. Dreamcatcher. Honestly, I'm just gonna pick up that Sapphire Key. I don't tend to rest much. I want to be upgrading my cards. Indig can strip if we were already in. So if we Eruption, we're taking 20, which is actually only 10. I can strip all their artifact, which really does nothing if we think about it. So yeah, I think the answer is probably not to do that, and instead to just... Although maybe it is. Let's see here. So I'm already in next turn. This is immediately 32. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make them vuln, but I can do 32. The outside guys are 1 tap each, so if I can strike, conclude even next turn, I can deal with both of them and take no damage. If I take 10 this turn, that's if I see conclude next turn though. So that's like another part of the story. And if not, we can try to conclude for it. Or, jeez, my brain today. Distilled Chaos for it. I think I'm going to try it. It's a little bit risky, but I don't see this fight going well for us if we don't, because we're not going to be able to do enough damage without actually just doing some big damage like that. Alternatively, I play all my attacks while already in Roth. Is a miracle. So it gives us, what, 18 and 24. I could just kill one of the outside ones this turn, take less dazed, and have full block. Or I guess I take 10, never mind. But still the same amount, and I just take one of them out this turn, which makes the chances of this fight going poorly in the future less likely, actually. So I think that's actually the line here. I am just gonna cry, you know? Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm not gonna bother. Distilled in. I don't even know how distilled. Like, how do you even end that word with a? I'm just gonna stop. Okay, we can go into calm here, so I'm actually not too worried. This went okay. Let's estimate 12. Yeah, I think we're just fine. I'm gonna hold this distilled, I think. Okay, conclude takes both of them out. Let's just hit here. Fire that. Just then conclude. Alright, sentries down. It didn't really go exactly how I hoped it would, but definitely made the better play on the turn one there, I think. Tiny chest makes question marks give us relic eventually. It's like, okay. Wreath of Flame. I've never really had much success with this card. I guess any multi-hit attack benefits from it. You don't really get many of those, like things like Expunger and stuff that you gotta like pay into. I guess Wreath of Flame, Expunger, Chemex type run would be kind of cool, but Nirvana's not doing anything right now. Prey's setting up for some Divinity on like a 4-cycle clock, which is like, and it sets up draw for later. So yeah, it's not doing anything when we play the card. We don't need that in Act 1. Maybe later. Yeah. So how are we feeling? I think we can take this elite. We got 235 gold here, so we can probably pick up a relic. Maybe a remove for just like a strike or something. Grab an upgrade on Empty Fist probably. Then head up left side and go right side and go up our question mark route or count by 4 and get another relic. Basically like taking another elite. And there's just a bunch of chance to it. Do we just go for the tiny chests instead of the logical play of the shop into the elite? Could technically save us more HP and get us the same result because there might be a shop in here somewhere even. We've got 1 question mark, so it's like I think 3% per time you don't get it. So it'd be at like 6, 9, 12, 15%. I guess the last one can't be, but 12%. So it's not like too likely, but there's a thing. I'm just gonna do it. Why not? Let's live a little. Okay. So with the anchor, we're feeling really good here turn 1. We're just gonna go straight damage, weaken him up, take nothing, and end him on the following turn. Nice and easy fight. Potion under the belt. Pressure points. Our deck's a little too oriented towards stances and stuff at this point to try and lean into a pressure points build, and it kind of relies on picking up a few more of them and upgrading them. So Deceive Realities, basically a flame barrier plus if you think about it. It's 2 for 16 without the cell like attack reflection. Alternatively, you can just hold those 1 block 12s for later turns, which I honestly don't mind. Consecrate some more AoE, but Conclude's doing pretty good for us right now. It should clean up pretty much any fight we need it to here in Act 1. In Act 2, we might want to like pick up something else for like slavers and stuff, but yeah, I think I'm going to grab this Deceive Reality. We're really light on block right now, and yeah, that's not a bad one to take, I don't think. I'll do okay. It's not in desperate need of an upgrade either. Okay, we're not fighting any elites. So, I'm probably going to be using a potion here. You can go into calm after. You go into it first. And then when you play Eruption, it pays for itself into double strike. But I'd want to be going for a lethal with that play. Taking 9 as it sits. This Fear No Evil double strike take out low, so that's 20 or 19 to 20. I can actually just take out lows, take 3. I'll just try that for I love when I move my hand towards my controller and somehow accidentally click skip turn and now find myself dealing no damage. Wow, that was really fun. Incredible gameplay. I think we're fine. I'm not gonna stress unless we literally just like lose because of that immediately, but no, we could have had lethal this turn for sure if I didn't throw that. Wow. Should be okay. Gambler's Brew. Now, worshipping 2 cycle is a little bit different, huh? We don't have like a great damage option as it sits going into Slime Boss. I'm gonna try it. The upgrade makes it retain itself. Yeah, I don't even think I want to care about that really. Just keep on our route here. Go ahead and take a nice little remove. Sure. And fan. That's pretty good actually. I'll take that. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at our upgrades. So this doesn't do much. Improves its block by 3. And it retains. This gives us more vuln, but we haven't even found ourselves setting up the vuln with it yet. Kind of a bad pick, I think, honestly, at the time, but did set up like the one turn we used it, so I think it's done okay. Probably just an empty fist upgrade, honestly. Get that nice damage upgrade here for going into this fight. Okay, decent turn 1. Immediately drop him down. Do we worship? We gotta conclude Fear No Evil Indig, so we can get a pretty good damage burst off next turn if we draw well, and if not, we can Distilled into it. Or Gamblers. Alternatively, we could Gamblers now. Try and get into more damage this turn, but that seems bad. I think it's... Yeah, he's not doing anything this turn. He already added the slime. There's only 3 instead of 5 as well. Definitely playing this first regardless, even though it only is 1 turn. And then I think we just swing for 12. Fortunately, didn't draw the Indig, so we're gonna Gamblers. There's that worship. It actually would have been pretty fire to set that up next turn, but I did not know I was going to draw it on the one card I reshuffle. Not likely. Yeah, let's just get some big damage in right here. Much. So we want to just make sure we keep our damage up here. I think I'm gonna distill all to the front guy, huh? That is a lot of damage. Wow, dude. The line has to be like... split. Defend safety. Huh. Okay. Alright. Power potion and a bunch of gold. Judgments. Not a bad card going into Act 2. It helps with birds. It helps with Spirit Guardian. It can help with Snake Plant, possibly. It can help with Slavers. Scrawl is a very powerful card. Omniscience is like pretty hard to get into play. We don't know if we're gonna have 4 energy. I'm not feeling just blind picking Omniscience here. We don't really have anything too crazy we want to play anyway with it. Like a power or anything we want to get into play, so I think I'm gonna grab Judgment here for any of those like kind of tricky fights. Yeah, we don't get an energy relic. Omniscience under Snecko would have been really cool though, I'm not gonna lie. Could have been a 0 cost Omniscience, think about it. It's not a bad Snecko per se, but like a lot of our cards are just 1 cost. Making those more expensive is kind of detrimental. We can kind of play with the 2 cost cards we already have pretty well. The draw is obviously pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna look at my other options here. Slavers helps during the elites of Act 2, which is good, but the normal combats are gonna rough us up pretty bad at that point. So that leaves me feeling Astrolabe. Do a couple transforms here. Pick up some new cards. And upgrade them. I'm gonna hold out on Indignation for now, I think. And I think I'm gonna actually get rid of the Worship. I'm almost debating Vigilance, because we have Fear No Evil, but I don't know. I think we'll just go double strike, probably. So the one strike's replaced with Empty Fist. We get Rush Down Plus and Like Water. So when we enter Wrath, we draw, and when we end in Calm, we gain block. I mean, it's not terrible. We have 2 ways into both right now. So, yeah, pretty cool. And we got some solid damage as well. Not bad. We'll take it. Is that better than the Slaver's Collar? It's possible. It's possible. We'll see. We'll see how desperately we'd want extra energy during our elite fights. We'll pay attention to that, but let's see how much HP these cards save us in our hallway fights, and if strike or plain 2 energy to go into, what do you call it? Worship. We've already got a lot of gold. We have early shop. We have early shop there, leading into possible double elite single campfire. You can get like triple in total on right side. Get 3 in middle. Only 2 on left, so it's like pretty low campfires in Act 2 here. We got that tiny chest, so we gotta keep the question marks in account here. So if we're routing to the early shop, it's likely we'll hit 4 question marks during the act, for sure. But that definitely means that it's less likely we're fighting elites. Alternatively, we can get 4 question marks, 2 elites, and 2 campfires. I'm gonna try for that. We'll see. A little bit risky, perhaps, but we're gonna try. So Rushdown can draw here with Indignation. Makes us take 24. Deceive Reality can nullify that. So we're gonna go for it. Empty Fists is not perfect here, but it's definitely gonna help. And I think Miracling here is fine. Put this in our hand. Okay, let's weaken or do this and then that. And then, yeah, we'll safety. Although it could be better to save it for this come-in turn. But we'll see. I think we're fine. Judgment's almost lethal here. Let's see, how much damage can I do? Not... or, wait. Can I... Boom. Judged. Okay, Dex Pot. Crush Joints for possible vuln. A pretty nice upgrade target. Yeah, and Crush Joints. Okay, we already have basically full block. We're playing this, and I guess we'll play that. Okay, the last combat thing played was a skill, apply vulnerable. So go Indig, Crush Joints, Miracle Eruption. we keep ourselves from becoming vulnerable there. Very nice. He's not attacking, so this doesn't put us into calm, and that'll be lethal. Okay. Diva form is going to be infinite energy scaling if I can get it into play. Likely going to have to either sacrifice a draw or a whole turn for it. Follow-up allows us to do a little bit more comboing. We've got a number of just attacks in here, but most of them are like calm or stance related, right? So having some more like basic attacks could be okay. But yeah, it's only 7, and I have a few upgrades I want too. The Waffle is 7 max HP and full heal. Ornithopter is a solid bit of healing. These are all like just healing related. So I guess Fasting's a pretty good card to play in combination with Diva form. It's like the only combo I see with Fasting, really, because otherwise Fasting's really hard to make work. Never really had a good run with it before, to be honest. Unless I think maybe a Diva form run before, but the bomb. It's a lot of turns though. We'll take a lot of damage in that time. Just like Slavers, which is where I'd want to use this probably. So, Trip, being some universal vuln, is definitely going in. I think I want to lean into Ornithopter. And then we could Waffle, but I'm feeling a remove probably on... Do we just get rid of the basic strike? Do we have enough damage for that? Maybe not. I think keeping the strike here is fine, actually. Yeah, I don't think I need to remove necessarily, but it's no Waffle. It's not like the greatest Waffle, but it does pay for this. Codex is interesting. I'll take that for sure. Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking the left side here. We got one. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Free upgrade here. Basically an extra campfire that we were looking for. Perfect. I'm thinking joints is probably the play, but trip might actually be the play here instead for like slavers in particular. This fight's also pretty beneficial. Fortunately, we didn't draw any damage here. So I'm gonna get a little bit aggressive with a potion here. Devotion might be okay here. I think that's the play. Just do what I can for now, I guess. I'll throw a Sands in, that'll help us deal some damage. Okay, Judgment's nice here. We're taking a lot. Don't have a lot of block. So it's looking like... How much is Conclude doing? 24? So it's like... Fear no evil... Sash Whip, Miracles, Safety Conclude, and I think I don't need those. Okay, 4 Mantra, or Mantra, is it, which one is it, Wrath, Roth, Mantra, Mantra? Empty Fist gets us to Sands of Time here, but it's not like great at the moment. We'll draw. We'll play a skill we can get for this turn. So defend, Crush Strike, Empty Fist. It'll be more than the strike will do, right? Yeah, I don't really need any of these. Okay, nothing crazy going on this turn. I don't really need any of these. Figured that would happen, but I think we're fine here. Yeah, we're good. Judged. Ooh, insect. Brilliance isn't really doing much. Flurry might not be bad. Evaluate's a little bit of block with some added draw later on. We're a bit low on block. Flurry is definitely okay here. I don't mind Flurry here at all. But I need a little bit of block, I think. Let's get this question mark. These guys. Alright, so you gotta do like 21 damage to the front guy to stop this one from attacking the turn after, but we're already getting frailed, unfortunately, because it's attacking turn 1. Not good. Luckily we have the artifact, so that's good. I already have 10 blocks, so this is what, 13? Block all of it. Definitely going Miracle Crush Joints, Bend, Empty Fist, Fear No Evil. Okay, this is good. Alright, Flare Pot. Tranquility is like okay at this point, but I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and fight this elite. Preserved Insect, go now. Shrink them. Fortunately, we can't conclude and then judge one of them, but I do think we have a decent turn lined up here. Unfortunately, they're 37 instead of 36. Or I'd have a really cute play here. But I think the only play really is... She just had one less HP. I'd go Fire Potion, conclude, and then we don't take any. But we don't take any if I defend once, so let's try this. Third Eye's fine enough to add, I think. Okay. So I think I need to... Eruption, Fear No Evil. Let me take 7. I'll add a Blasphemy. It's likely that Divinity equals an insta-kill here. Well, unfortunately, it does not. So we shall not play it, or I will die. my damage. There it is. Alright, perfect. Thread and needle. Plated armor, very happy to see that. Fire potion. Okay, how are we feeling about collector right now? I haven't really had him in mind while we've been building here. Definitely struggling to do enough damage to beat collector. And it's very likely if we're in Wrath on the wrong turn, we just get one shot, so that's not good. Plated armor will help. Double deck spot is definitely an angle I might have to lean into here to just like be able to starve out enough damage. Third eye is gonna help with that. Crush joints is even more vuln. Upgrade the current one, maybe actually get some going, but yeah, I think third eye is almost necessary at this point. Kinda wanna hit that shop, but that means no final relic, so I'm gonna refrain from doing so, because I don't have many gold anyway. What are we bottling is the question. Bottle to conclude? Probably not. Just an empty fist, one of them I guess. Grab an upgrade to crush joints. Just improve our vulnerable capabilities here a little bit. Okay, I wish we had a second way into vulnerable here. Like if that tantrum or something came back around now, I'd be happy to pick it up. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go about this in a different way. Okay, so we can judge middle guy. Take out this guy. And then I guess we block for 5. Okay. Fortunately no Wrath there. Okay, let's see. It's gonna confuse us, so we'll kind of see what Sneckoide feels like with the deck. Unfortunately, there's not as much draw. Would have liked to draw any of our 0-cost cards here. We can retain a 1-cost block card. I think setting that up's pretty valuable here, actually. It's an empty, a Fear No Evil, and a Vigi deck to get us out. Otherwise, we take like what, 24 maybe? Try for it. Yeah, I mean, this is like particularly fantastic. Oh, we don't get confused because of the artifact. I forgot about that. Pay a bit more attention, apparently. I'll keep him vuln for a while. And let's get this lake water into play here too. I'll take a cut through fate. That's pretty solid. Okay, Snecko, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Fortunately, not quite low enough to judge yet, but Not a big deal. I'll take another 5 here. Okay, immediately can hit for 24. We should have like, yeah. Foreign influence is funny, and I'm just gonna take it because of that. Potion belt is solid. Okay, fake elite fight here. These guys are tough. So, evaluate, crush, empty, and I suppose getting like water into play here is fine. Second foreign influence. Let's just keep it rocking. Prismatic shard at home. What do we got? Pummel. It is actually kind of funny here. Definitely taking a big chunk of damage there, but doing a lot of damage ourselves in return. Can only be played if this is the only attack in your hand. Seems good. It's one shy of lethal. I missed that. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little rough. Damn. So I indig, take him out, take 20 still. 18, I guess. What's the alternative? I full block for 17, take 14. A little bit rough there. I rush down. Yeah. Okay, definitely feeling a bit of a heal before this fight. Got a good amount of blocks saved up in our potion slots, which I'm pretty happy to see. That is a pretty nice card to see. Yeah, I mean, let's just fire that off, I guess. Okay. Fire all of this dexterity. Now the question is, do I have enough block here? This is going to be 16, 24, 33 on 14, 35. So we pop the essence as well. And then let's grab Fortress. Didn't need that potion actually, so. Probably used it this turn regardless, I think. Okay, nice. Yeah, I need to get something going here. It's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Feeling good about this fight. I need something here from this Nilries to save this. I'll meditate here. Okay, that was a nice chunk of damage there. We gotta kind of end this here now, though. This is 35. This shuffles into draw pile. Didn't even draw it, huh? Hand is helpful here. Should be fine. I was feeling pretty sketched out earlier in the fight, but we have made it. Alright. Lesson learned is going in. We're upgrading some cards. No potions when we have Potion Belt, and Ornithopter seems really bad. Fusion Hammer, when we just added a way into the deck to upgrade cards, seems not too bad. We have like an okay assortment of upgraded cards as well. And Calling Bell is just even more relic spam, which we're already kind of accruing through Tiny Chest a little bit. along with being able to fight elite spell because of preserved. Hammer's giving us that energy though, which is gonna be pretty useful. But I don't know what Bell could be. We're gonna go Bell. So old coins immediately, just a lot of gold. Hand is gonna allow us to start picking power cards to make our other shit cheaper. We have a couple powers right now, not many though. And Ceramic Fish makes us want to pick up some more cards, so most likely powers. Sticking with the 3 energy route, we gotta pick up our red key from a campfire this act. We want to fight the heart. An early shop would be nice here. What do we got for that? Right side seems to be the only play for shops. You can only hit 1 shop. The way up to right side's interesting. We can get 3 hit shop, and there's no 4th question mark. Wow. So I'm gonna want to avoid question marks probably. Maybe. I can't get a 4th one if I go to the shop, unless I go get one from one of them. I guess I can try for that, and maybe. We'll see. 24 coming in. Let's go Vigilance, Empty Fist, Like Water, Fear No Evil, Defend. Let's grab the Simmering Fury. Who are we fighting? Deca Donu. This lesson learned is getting a lethal here. Upgrade the Fear No Evil. Not bad. We'll take it. And I guess we'll fire that Evaluate to get some draw power a bit later here. Second Like Water, another power card. Nilreese is going to be really nice actually with that mummified hand. We're going to add power cards mid-fight. So yeah, do that. Make something free. Simmering's just free now. And let's take one of these guys out. Conclude is just good damage. We'll throw that in. Let's see, what other... a Whirlwind. It doesn't quite kill, but if we do that, it does. Imagine we got that earlier in the fight. That would have been nice if we were already in Wrath. Sash Rep Plus is probably a take. We have a 3 weak in the deck now with the other Sash. It's not upgraded. There's a chance we get a couple turns out of it now. I think I just go for max here. Just take the bandage. Sadistic Nature is like, it gives us some damage. It's a power card, so I'm going to take it. And Shackles is pretty cool. Ceramic Fish is farming us even more gold for this shop. Okay, that Empty Fist is free now. Let's go ahead and focus down this guy back here a little bit. Okay, so I don't think I want to use this Empty Fist, do I? I kind of do. Let's go like that. And then all this is fine. Give that back guy a week because I know he hits for the ×2 attack. If I trip, I can kill a guy on left. Either way, I'm taking a good bit. I think this is an attack potion moment. It can only be played as the only attack in the hand. That should be fine here. So that hits for 40. So let's go for something like this. block most of this. Hopefully we can just score a lethal this turn and avoid the fight dragging on. But unfortunately it does not appear to be so. I'll take some AoE in that case. Too enthralled with any of those. Okay, here's the foreign influence. Let's see what we have. Immolate's pretty hot. Let's get our bandage off. And it looks like we're going to be going for this. Gain some block from our end of turn stuff. So we're not completely defenseless here. And we'll finish it off with a conclude. I think I'm going to take this prey at this point in time. Man, this is interesting, kind of, but I'm going to value my HP here a bit, I think. I want all of these, but I guess we're going to end up giving up Dark Shackles. Make this 4 and influence cost, make the card it produces cost 0. Guess there's a little bit more we can do with it. This concludes nice. All I've got to do is hit you, bandage, deceive, and conclude. Let's grab that wheel kick. Okay. Perfect. Let's weaken you, judgment this guy, and then I'll just strike off the top. Got better attacks than that. Let's actually throw this windmill in even. Start saving up a bit of damage. Okay, yeah, we drew it right away too. Last card played was a skill to play vulnerable. Keep that Vuln on there. It keeps burning him for a little bit too, which is nice. Wave of the Hand's gonna be cool in a combination with that, actually. Definitely playing Rushdown and Like Water. So yeah, let's go. I think I'm gonna speed pot here. And then, let's see, this influence, a riddle with holes. I think that's good enough, right? Yes, sir. Pair, give us some more max HP. That little bit we just lost. Halt might not be terrible at this point, but it gives us extra gold. But yeah, no, I'm gonna skip in at this point. Let's go right side. Unfortunately, that tiny chest isn't gonna be hitting at this point. I think it's time to make Eruption cost 1. Akabeko, pretty nice, especially in combination with nothing. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this way we have an option for double. This prismatic shard, it's a bit late, but let's grab it. Let's get some more health. Let's get rid of something. Probably just the strike now. Maybe scry. I don't really have much to do with scrying, unfortunately, but grab all those potions, because they all count as extra HP, technically. Okay. Not a great turn one, but it's not likely we fire lesson learned, but we have a great ability to play it this turn. Let's add that foresight in. Ragnarok, hell yeah. Okay, let's get evaluate down, third eye down. Don't want that. Keep those. Good, I think. Yeah, these are good. I'll take these. Bit of a convoluted turn, but that was pretty solid. Don't think I want that right now. Judgment here. Got a Gambler's Brew. I think we brew here. Okay. Go with that. Okay, this should be able to wrap it up. Meat on the bone, that's not bad. Swift potion. A rage. I'm gonna grab this rage, that's kind of cool. Why not? Alright, conclude. Got Akabeko. Conclude Akabeko here is not bad. What do we got next turn? Eruption, Trip, Rage. We're gonna pull the Rage off and the Trip off. Like water to make something free. I guess we'll do this. Okay, it's not perfect, but let's lesson learned to upgrade itself. That was definitely not what I was going for. Damn, I had to draw a potion here to kill this thing. Oh, damn. Yikes. If only Judgment came a bit sooner, I could have taken that guy right out. Wraithworm's pretty insane. I'm gonna upgrade a set of Wraithworm. And then grab the key at the next one, hopefully. Hopefully this Wraithworm can buy us the HP we need. Ah, it's the intangible guy, what do you know? I don't know if I play it right away here. That seems kind of bad. Quite unfortunate here. And meet on the bone range now. Really not enjoying this fight so far. Yeah, we have this Wraithworm in play now. The devotion there, but do that. Come on. Okay. grab that red key. Alright, Donor Deca. The hand will be nice. If I add artifact stripping and come on. Come on. Oh, I don't have a way out. I just cooked myself. Shit.